Do you love pizza but hate spending money on delivery? Well, today I'm going to show you a simple recipe for delicious pizza that you can make at home. Hey everyone, it's Rebecca with Money at 30, and for this recipe all you need is a few simple ingredients and about 45 minutes of your time. One of the things that I love about making pizza at home is that I can be as creative as I want when it comes to the toppings. Are you ready to get started? Well, come on, let's get baking. For this recipe, you'll use a tablespoon of active dry yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. You'll also want to use 2 cups of flour, but keep 1 reserved to add to your mix. And finally, 2/3 plus 2 tablespoons of lukewarm water. We're going to add salt, sugar, and yeast to 1 cup of flour, and then we'll add all of the water. We're going to stir that until the dough starts to form, and then you're going to add the reserved cup of flour until you get a ball. Once you have a ball of dough that you can work with, you're going to knead it. You can knead it in your bowl if it's big enough, or turn it out onto a surface like I'm doing here. I'm only adding a little bit of flour at a time and continually moving the dough. It becomes a little bit less sticky the more flour that you add and the more that you work with it. You'll know the dough is ready when you can touch it and it doesn't stick to your finger, but rather bounces back a little bit as you press into it. Once the dough reaches the proper consistency, set it aside and cover it with plastic wrap. This process takes about 10 to 15 minutes. This is the perfect time to preheat your oven so you can bake your yummy pizza. After the resting period, you're ready to start turning your dough into a pizza. Put a little bit of olive oil on your pan before you put the dough on it to prevent sticking. I also added a little bit of olive oil to the top of the dough so that it doesn't stick to my fingers as I press it out. We decided to make a circle pizza this time, but you can make whatever you'd like. As I'm pressing out the dough, I'm trying to keep it as even as possible so that one side doesn't have way more dough than the other. For this pizza, I'm using a standard spaghetti sauce that I added a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper to. We're using shredded mozzarella cheese, our magic crust dust, and some Italian salami. Anything else you want, honey?
Some Munster cheese?
Okay, some Munster cheese. Once you have your sauce base down, add your toppings. We're going with cheese first, and even some more cheese. There's our salami. Now I'm putting a little olive oil around the edge of the crust so that my magic crust dust sticks. What is my magic crust dust? Well, it's a chili garlic rub mixed with Lowry's salt. Simple as that, and it makes all the difference in the world. Well, that looks about perfect to me. Let's throw it in the oven. I'm going to set my timer for 7 minutes. When it goes off, I'm going to rotate my pizza and then set my timer for another 7 minutes. Once the cheese has melted and is bubbling and your crust has that nice golden brown color, you're ready to take it out of the oven and enjoy. And that's it. Simple, right? For the pizza that we made today, our grand total came out to about $5.33, and that was using the fancy salami and Munster cheese. Depending on the toppings that you choose, you can probably get the cost of your pizza down to about $3.50. And that's really not bad considering this pizza will serve 3 to 4 people. Or if you're like me and my husband, you have dinner one night and lunch the next day. As I mentioned earlier, I like to get creative, sometimes even a little adventurous with our pizza toppings. Some of our favorites include red wine chicken pizza, taco pizza, carnitas with mac and cheese. That's a real winner. And my favorite is the buffalo bacon white cheddar pizza. So good. If any of those pizzas sound appetizing to you, check the description box below where I will include some of our favorite recipes. And while you're checking out those recipes, be sure to click the link to moneyak30.com for some more thrifty shopping tips. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you next time.